All right, while I'm still in it, I want to show an example of why the first take is the most potent. It's the most pure. Whenever you're making a banger, you need to understand first thought is the best thought. You have to go in and capture everything that you do, the first thing that you do. You shouldn't go in there and like mess around on the piano and then be like, oh, I got it here. No, you go in there already energized. You're already there with the information, right? Your channel. So you're going in and you may found a sound that you like, but you got to like just go with the moment because it's not about you at the end of the day, right? So all these came first take. But I'm not going to go into all of them. I'm going to go into it here. I did a bunch of layers. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 6 layers. And these 6 layers then turned into something that I didn't realize what it was going to turn into until I saw all of them. And then I was just jumping around listening to it, being like, whoa, what is this? Who created this? I didn't create this, you know. That's why you got to work fast. In order to be a channel, you got to work fast. You got to trust every first take. You got to just bam, 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 layer this in. It's pretty late. I just wanted to go to bed, but I ended up making this in like 5 minutes. And if you start thinking about it, once you start thinking about it, you're like, yeah, that's so good. You know, look at that. Look at me. Then you're going downhill. But you gotta just go with the what information you're getting and what you're trying to express, and then it turned into this thing. So, like, when the song is moving you, you know it's a banger. But how you get there is trusting every first take. And how you get to be able to trust the first takes is quantity over quality, and then quantity and quality. And what I realized today was, as soon as I started to think like, yeah, that was me, or like looking at me on the stage playing it, then vibrationally it goes down. But if I retain the truth, which is like, this is not me, I didn't make this, then it's like, who made this? Then that's where the energy is. That's where it is. That's how you're able to retain that vibration. Retain it. And you hold it there. And that's the key. You're holding it. I didn't make this shit. You're not making the shit. Then you get to hold it, and you don't need to have all this baggage, because it's just your ego that wants to be like, oh, I made this. Because if your ego made it, it's a trap. It's a trap. Your ego gives you this, oh, look at you performing it, look at you getting all this recognition for it. Because then it wants to destroy you and take you down and be like, yo. Because then if it can take you up, it can take you down. Right? So then it's going to take you down and be like, people hate it. Oh, this sucks. But if it's like you didn't make it, so you don't know where you came from, you're just listening to the message from the inspiration, from the spirit, and you're just enjoying it. You're just present. Then there's none of that baggage. There's none of that fog. There's none of that. It's just clarity. It's just enjoyment. It's just you're sensitive to the feeling. You just know it. This is what it's about. It's about. And then vibrationally, let's go on over here. Keep it gutter. Keep it gutter is the key. The vibrational realm. We're in a vibrational realm. Everything's vibrating. And you're in the vortex Yeah, you're in there, you're getting the information. You're trusting your first take, so you keep moving up. And you'll continue to move up as you trust those first takes. But we already know that. What I wanted to express here is the first take. Vibrational realm, and then the first take. It's potent. It's like you've captured it. You know? It's like you're a cowboy and you've harnessed the swag. You've got it. But you have to remember it's not about you. You need to keep riding the wave like a dolphin. That's why it's Dolphin Gang. And you have to trust these first takes. Harness the swag. This is delicate work. But it's also precise work. But it also must be done fast. Does that make sense? And you're in the vortex. You're in it. You are it. As long as you know you are it, but your ego is not it. The ego wants to drag you down to the gutter. It wants to drag you down. Because if it can put you up, it can drag you down. But if you remember the truth that you're a channel for this information, you stay up here. You stay in the vortex. There's no taking you out. So isn't that a wonderful? And then you just got to ride the wave like a dolphin. You know? That's why it's Dolphin Gang. And that's what I want to express to you in today's How to Make a Banger. First thought is the best thought. First take. Never get a second chance to make a first impression. The only way you can work fast, the only way you can trust that first take is by working fast. And the only way you can work fast is by keeping it gutter. And the only way you can keep it gutter is by trusting yourself and stepping out of your comfort zone. One very important point I need to add to this video is that the first take, don't be dogmatic with this. The first take doesn't need to be, it isn't the end all be all. But we're looking to capture the purity. We're looking to capture the most potent, most like authentic, how do I express it? Just the most, like just it as it is. It's like you're capturing something. It's already there. Like you don't want to stain it with your own thoughts because your mind is limited, but the universe is unlimited. So that's why the art that you channel, you surrender to it, and it's like a vibrational, it's like a crystallized, it's like a living thing. This is like a living thing that you're bringing in. How do I express it? It's like it's already there. It's like a famous sculptor said, like when the block is there, the sculpture is already there. He's just taking out the excess. So it's the same with music. The song is already there. You're like tuning your antenna through your taste and through the momentum you've built, through the practice you've built. That's why I'm saying it's so important to practice this before anything else, before even practicing your instrument. Practice bringing in the correct information, tuning in. You're tuning in, and you're seeing the shape. You're seeing the shape. These vibrational artifacts, these vibrational pieces of medicine, whatever you want to call it, these vibrational composition, they're already there. They're already there. You're tuning yourself through your taste and your momentum. Right? In order to make it, your taste, your momentum, and your attitude, your endurance, the endurance and the strength that you have. Because it takes wisdom and endurance and awareness and surrender to be able to accurately transmit, be a clear transmitter without any interruptions, any static coming in. We want to get a clear picture of what this energy is at the moment. And as artists, we use what we went through during the day, we use whatever to bring it in. But that's beyond the point. The point here of what I want to express in this video is that this vibrational structure is already existing, and you're tuning in like a radio, and you're aligning yourself with it by asking, what do the people need? How can I bring forth this? But also, more importantly, and just as importantly, working fast, having the correct mindset, and being aware of this. It's really quite amazing. This is an amazing discovery. And even with this video here, like I've been like, I want to do videos only in the morning, and it's super late, and I want to go to bed, and I was supposed to go to bed like 2 hours ago. But it was like I forced myself to make a beat, and then I trusted every first take, made the beat in 5-10 minutes, and then I was really listening to it, and it was like electricity coming through me, and I was like, wait, I need to be recording this and conveying this information while it's hot. You got to strike while the iron is hot. If you just say, oh, tomorrow, another day, you can't get to that vibrational space. You got to surrender to the Spirit. Servant to the Spirit. You don't know what's happening. You have to just receive the information and do it and fulfill your mission. Your mission as an artist is to bring in this information and give it out to the people. Back in the day, in the ancient times, in the tribes, the musician and the medicine man were very connected. Maybe they were even the same person. I haven't researched too much, but all I know is music was deeply respected. People would unite around music, and it was a space where you could deeply create shifts. And I think in the future, music will be incorporated into medicine. And yeah, like we're getting back to that. We're getting back to understanding and respecting music in that way. So understanding your mission, yeah, we're getting back to your mission. Your mission as a musician, your mission as an artist is deep. It's to bring in these artifacts, to bring in this information and give it out. And you got to do it within the time period. Time. Father time. Because you got to strike while the iron's hot. Because you're getting it now, because someone needs it now. Point blank, period. All right, I rest my case. Go to onlybangers.life, get the Metaphysics of Music book, sign up for the RSA challenge if you're done messing around and making excuses for yourself. Do it. Take action. That's what all my content is about. Take action, make your music, drop your music. Don't say shit you're not going to do.